Hello and welcome to our next edition of Show Us Your Tips here. It's a weekly current event where basically we take a look at the 10 Premier League matches that are taking place over the weekend. And I've got Stuart from Talking Tipsters who's joining us to basically, and he's showing us his top tips for each match here. Next we're moving on to Burnley versus Arsenal playing on Saturday. Stuart, what have you got for us today? Show us your tips.
Well, this one might come as a bit of a surprise for anyone who watched the last video, but Arsenal to win 2-0. What were you saying about that?
Not like normally you would go for both teams to score no, and then I have to try and convince you that Arsenal will be being the scorer in the thing. And then, so why have you gone for winning 2-0?
Well, both teams to score no. I was like, yeah, that one's a bit boring. It's a bit lazy, isn't it? And also the odds weren't particularly brilliant, I have to say. And I sat through that 90 minutes of Burnley Tottenham last time out, and they didn't look particularly good. And I think this Arsenal defence at the moment is better, and Arsenal attack is definitely better. So I was also looking at the handicaps, but I thought, no, I'll just go for the Arsenal to win 2-0. It'll make Natalie happy.
Well, to be honest, I'm surprised that you picked this one to pick this bet. Just because Arsenal's defence on the road is not as strong as it is at home. Almost quite a difference here. You've got 20 conceded on the road compared to 12 at home. Almost double there. So I'd actually be more tempted to go for the both teams to score 1.8. Obviously, Burnley managed to score when the Citizens visited last month, and they also, scored against the likes of Chelsea as well. So they can get that goal in. I wouldn't expect any more than a goal, but they can get that goal in, and to back them not, I think there's a fair chance that they could. One of the bets I do like, though, is Arsenal minus 1.5 there, price 2.5, and Arsenal to score over 1.5 goals. That's low, 1.62. But you could even stretch it if you wanted to over 2.5 goals at 3. I don't know what you think about either of those ones.
The Arsenal to score, well, Arsenal minus 1.5, I think the odds are pretty good on that, and I wouldn't be surprised if that one came in. Those are okay. The odds were a little bit.
Don't really sound very excited about them.
No, they're not very exciting, are they? Really. The only thing is, this Arsenal side, they are improving. They're getting better, and I think this is the side that's going to get second place. Yeah,
they're doing fantastic, aren't they? They really sort of snuck up there, and now they're kind of in second place. And I was actually quite surprised to see they're 1.57 to win as a bet on it, 1.57. And bearing in mind they are playing a team 18th in the league, 1.57 for a big bet. I'm not a big better, but I could be tempted if I was backing a team like Arsenal.
Well, last week, I think you said that 1.67 Manchester City was still a good bet, and I said there are good bets at 1.67, but this wasn't one of them. And I think there are good bets at 1.57. I think this is one of them. I think that's a reasonable set of odds and some decent value. But if you just go through the results since Arsenal lost to Tottenham, let's go through them here. They beat Leicester 2-1. They beat Crystal Palace 2-1. They won 2-0 against Everton. Beat QPR 2-1. 3-0 against West Ham. 2-1 against Newcastle and 4-1 against Liverpool. This is a side that is on a charge. They want the points, and I don't see Burnley getting anything, not even a goal. Yeah,
well, on a charge, that's why I think Arsenal minus 1.5 there. Odds of 2.5. Do you think they've got their eye on first place? Or is that's kind of gone now?
Well, I don't think Jose Mourinho has ever been beaten by Arsene Wenger, so I don't think that's likely to start in this one. And they're still to match up, these two, and that's going to be an important result. But I think Chelsea are going to win the league, even with Diego Costa, being a little bit fragile at this time of year. I think Chelsea, they haven't got it sewn up, but they can get it sewn up pretty soon.
All right. Well, it's going to be an interesting match, but I think Arsenal have got this one. Just depends on how many goals and them obviously not conceding. Stuart, Talking Tipsters, thank you for joining us, and I'll see you on the next show.
All right. Bye.